Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome on into a follow-up video to the one earlier today talking about the brand new LEGO Spider-Man accessory set. And I've seen a lot of people comment this, and I was thinking about this afterwards, and it's just been talked about so much, and a lot of people are wanting the Symbiote black suit Spider-Man in the set, or at least a future set. So they were a little disappointed with getting the pork grind, as well as the venomized Iron Man again, or the Iron Venom, as well as just generic Venom. But having the regular Spider-Man, while it's good, because I've seen a lot of people say this, that they don't have the brand new one with the printing on the arms and just the latest version, that now this set will be the first time they get it because they want to get the other figures. A lot of people were hoping and kind of disappointed that the Symbiote Spider-Man wasn't included now. So today I just wanted to go through some of the past Comic-Con exclusive figures that we've gotten in the past and just talk about the likelihood of a Symbiote Spider-Man coming based off of some of the figures that have appeared since their exclusivity in the con exclusives. As of right now, there has been a Symbiote Spider-Man, and that was all the way back in 2012, and that was a Comic-Con exclusive, and we have not gotten a Symbiote Spider-Man since. So let's just go through and let's talk about each of these, and just talking about the ones that have eventually come back in some form or another. And I figured we would start with this just because it kind of counts, but it doesn't count. But this was actually from a New York Comic Con, and this was an exclusive figure of Superman, and it was the exact same one that would come in a set the following year. Now again, it's the exact same one. At the time it was exclusive because you were getting it early in 2011 before the sets launched the following year, but I just figured it's important to mention nonetheless. Also that year we got two other figures. The first one was a Green Lantern, and he wouldn't actually appear in a set until 2015. So again, it is a different version. It's not actually the movie version, but it's still important to mention. And then we also got the Dark Knight version of Batman as an SDCC exclusive. Now, we haven't gotten the exact same figure. We actually got a better one 3 years later in 2014 with the big D2C tumbler. And that figure was just so cool with the exclusive Christian Bale face. Now into 2012, the exact same year that the Symbiote Spider-Man figure came out, we actually got a Shazam exclusive, and it wasn't until 2019 when we actually got our very first version of Shazam in a LEGO minifigure form that wasn't in the form of a convention exclusive. And honestly, it's probably better, except we don't really have a yelling expression like the one does there. He has like lightning on his face. Now it's a little bit different, but still, it was great to finally be getting an exclusive character 7 years later. So that was really, really great to be getting. Now, you can consider this, maybe you don't, but Bizarro actually did wind up coming in a Mighty Micro set, so I don't really consider it to be an exact version of Bizarro that we got. But if you want to consider it a official version in a set, not a Comic-Con exclusive, then you can, but we still haven't gotten a real minifigure one of that. And then the following year in 2013, we got a Green Arrow exclusive minifigure. Now, this wasn't based off of the show like many of the other DC Comic-Con exclusive figures, but we did wind up actually getting a figure 2 years later in 2015 for the very first time. And this last thing that I want to mention is actually from last year, and we have a Captain Marvel set, and unfortunately that was the first time that they decided to put exclusive figures in the sets besides the exclusive figures. So there was actually a version of Captain Marvel that was at the time exclusive, as well as that figure of Maria Rambeau is actually still exclusive, but that Captain Marvel actually wound up being printed and distributed in a Captain Marvel polybag. Now, I'm not sure if that was because a lot of people were upset that they began to include exclusive figures in sets like that from Comic-Con, and there's no sign of the Black Widow figures coming anytime soon, and I don't know what's going to happen with that, but that's actually all that I really wanted to talk about. I just think that it's important to look back at some of the exclusives that we've gotten here. Specifically for DC, a lot of those characters did wind up coming later on in other sets in the same year that the Symbiote Spider-Man was distributed, and I think that even with looking at Captain Marvel last year, I mean, it appears that like SDCC figures aren't really exclusive anymore, and I think that it's safe to say that like if there's another Spider-Man PS4 game or something like that in the future, I think they would be absolutely crazy not to do sets based off of that, because they saw how much love that game got, how much love these figures have been getting as well. So I'm just excited to see what happens in the future. Again, I would be shocked if we don't get a Symbiote Spider-Man sometime soon, because I think that it is long overdue to get an official version of him. Let me know down below in the comments section if you have any thoughts about the potential of a Symbiote Spider-Man coming in some form of a set. We already know who the villain most likely would be for that set. It would be Venom. Again, but I hope that you guys did enjoy this video nonetheless, and I hope that you all have a great day. I will see you all in the next one.